Good day to everyone. The next issue is on the line. There's another UFC-sponsored tournament this weekend. This time it will be held in Mexico. There is a large list of Mexican fighters, and, like the icing on the cake, Mexican hope Brandon Moreno and Australian Steve Erceg will meet in the main fight. The 8th number of the Erceg rating is on a series of 2 defeats, still has a claim to the belt. But if a 3rd defeat in a row happens, it will be almost impossible to return to the leadership race. Moreno, on the other hand, returned to the elite bracket after defeating Amir Albazi and can still take the belt from Pantoja. The weigh-in ceremony took place. Only Ronaldo Rodriguez did not make the weight in the main card, who will give part of his fee to his opponent. For the rest of the news, Conor McGregor hinted at ending his professional career as a fighter, and the Irishman reconsidered his attitude to life after speaking at the White House. Although Conor does not deny that under the UFC contract, he has 2 more fights left. But there is a but, and maybe these 2 fights won't happen. Now McGregor's heart belongs to Ireland. In general, Conor got into politics. He got tired of getting hit on the head. Now he wants to give himself to Irish politicians. It's a risky step, but it's justified. The fighter has a huge army of fans and support in his country and beyond. Maybe he will become president. Jorge Masvidal expressed his willingness to return to the UFC this year and to fight Conor McGregor on special terms. Jorge wants a big sum of money, insurance, which Masvidal will receive money in any case, even if Conor is unable to perform. The guys have been in conflict for a long time. Both are hot and bright. It's hard to say how interesting this commercial fight is right now. Let's see. Chael Sonnen told why Khabib Nurmagomedov ended his career. He believes that the weight race was very difficult for the Russian, and Khabib did not have the strength to continue the body. Sonnen also noted that if Nurmagomedov had changed his weight class, he would still be able to perform without severe damage to the body. However, we all know Khabib's official statement about this. The fighter ended his career after the death of his father and his mother's promise not to perform anymore, spend more time on other things than martial arts. Sonnen also went over Khamzat Chimaev. He believes that there was a turn of Khamzat's fans in the other direction. Everyone loved Chimaev, but now it is impossible to get an interview. There is little information about the athlete. In general, this cannot but affect the fans. Shara Bullet, who was defeated by Michael Page not so long ago, intends to finally take up wrestling, to tighten up this moment for a further career in the promotion. After all, we all understand that successful performances will require cool percussion and tough wrestling. Bullet probably should have tightened up the fight a long time ago, long before Michael Page, but apparently only now has he come to realize his vulnerability, especially when a fighter suffered his first defeat. The athlete also believes that the middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis, will lose his belt very soon. Bullet considers the African to be very farcical, with big gaps in technique. However, if you asked me who would win in their face-to-face confrontation, I would not hesitate to give preference to Dricus. Alex Pereira's rematch with Magomed Ankalaev is being actively discussed. The Brazilian expressed his willingness to sign a contract for the fight, naming August as a potential date for the fight. Magomed himself expressed confidence in a knockout in the next fight, and the Russian will knock out his opponent in the 3rd round at the most. Now, there is no doubt that their rematch will take place this year, and no one else will interfere in their face-to-face confrontation. Tom Aspinall made an open statement. The athlete admitted that before every fight he is afraid to lose. In public, the Brit seems like a tough guy, but inside there is a storm of emotions. Tom is also a human being, so the manifestation of fear, as well as other emotions, does not seem surprising. Although looking at this hefty man, it may not seem so. This sums it up. The issue has been sorted out. We are waiting for a new tournament in Mexico, and then we analyze further. Good luck to everyone. See you!